I had 2 abortions for him. He was beating me. He was maltreating me. He was so toxic while we were in that relationship. And I just decided to take a walk. Who asked you? Who asked you? Who asked you? You. Who asked you? All right, welcome to Life with Queenette. In this channel, what I always tell you, stay subscribed because more will be coming your way, right? So if you are new and this is the first time you're seeing my face, thank you very much for coming. Please subscribe, tap the bell beside it so you'll be the first to be notified once I upload a new video, all right? And if you are a returning subscriber, I don't take you for granted, okay? So let's roll. Today, from the title, you already know we're talking about the power of silence. And listen, this one is going to run into series because there are ones that should be fully exhausted. I think it will be necessary for me to complete the series and exhaust it so I don't cut, some parts without talking about it. And this particular topic is very, very important both to content creators and every other person who is a netizen who is also using social media and outside of social media. All right, so let's dive right into it. I'm not going to talk about it holistically, so I'm just going to pick different tips. All right, so it's very unfortunate how people think that being so open, talking without restraint, talking without taking themselves back, saying it all, bearing it all, say let us open the can of worms, let's talk about it, let us expose ourselves. It doesn't show you an intelligent person. It doesn't even show you are smart. Things you should keep private. Yes, the things you should keep private. Number one, you've gone through some traumas. You've had traumatic experiences. Things that happened to you. We know. You have suffered. We know. People have treated you so badly. We know. But please, can you zip up? Can you only talk about those things when you had overcome them? Let's say someone is saying, I had a very traumatic experience, when I was a child. I was abandoned. Nobody cared for me through thick and thin. Today I'm here. And now we're not celebrating you. It is not about what happened. It's about how you've overcome those things that happened to you. But how can you're going through some kind of trauma. Somebody raped you. Somebody, abused you. Somebody did something despicable. And then you go telling people. You go telling, even your siblings. Even your siblings. Your sibling might not even understand why you had to contact HIV. Yeah. You might be telling your sibling and say, no, I didn't sleep with anybody. I didn't have any intercourse with anybody. And now they're saying, I went and they said I had HIV and AIDS. And they're like, wow. At the point where they're doing wow, you realize that they are trying to assimilate what you've just said. They are trying to see if they believe what you say. It will compound your problem because you will now become anxious at that point. You will now be like, is she thinking I slept with? Is she thinking that it was wrong? Is she thinking that probably it was the way I dressed that made them rape me? Is she? So, anxiety will set in. Whereas you're still trying to come out from the traumatic experience that you had. And here you are, somebody is saying something very different. Or somebody is not talking. But that non-verbal, language would have communicated, would have, directly communicated to you that, listen, this person is not buying what you said. Okay? So why would you want to do that to yourself? Why would you tell somebody, I caught infection? I know it was, sometimes people try to explain to you, I caught a toilet infection. Because you were talking to some people, they don't understand that. You're not talking about sexual transmitted infection. You're talking about bacterial infection, and they will carry it and start spreading. Before you say Jack, you would have gone far, far away. So there is need for you to become a more, not really, become very prudent. Not only in cash, prudent in the things you say. I was telling someone, I say from secondary school, I think before I graduated from secondary school, that's for those of you who are in Nigeria, call it secondary school, maybe high school, elsewhere. I told someone that one of the things I learned to do from home was to always listen. I was a very good listener. I know how to listen, even till date. I will take my time and listen. I wouldn't want to interrupt you. I will listen to what you're saying before I speak. That's where I would have processed whatever you're telling me. So why would you go all out, tell people about? Do you know that these people will attack you someday? Do you know that these people will tell people, oh, that shameless girl, the other time she contacted a bacterial infection. The other time, that girl looking and suffering from all kinds of things. The other day, her uncle raped her. The other day, her aunt did this. They have your story. They have the script. You gave it to them. And probably while you're telling you're looking for someone, you're looking for succor, you're looking for someone, to help you come out of that, traumatic experience. But you end up compounding the issue because you have gone to the wrong person. You can go to a therapist or someone that you truly, truly trust. And sometimes it's rare. All right? That's one. The second one is you met this new guy. Your old relationship had packed up. And then you met this wonderful person. And you're just starting a relationship with the person. I know that most times, people will always want to find out, some smart guys, they will always want to find out what happened to your last relationship. And it's not out of place, right? So they're like, okay, what about your last relation? What happened? Because you can also ask the person, right? So if you're not asking, the person might ask you, so what happened to your last relationship? Was the guy bad and all that? At that point, please don't think that the person is asking you so that the person will treat you better. I've always said that. Don't give people that power to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Please answer. It was about unreconcilable differences, but it was a nice time staying with it, having a relationship with the guy. Irreconcilable. That's where you put it. Like my intro. My intro was about a girl who, my husband's friend, who just came back from, like Nigerians would say, abroad, right? Just came back and he wanted to get married. And one of the days he was driving, we had traveled to the village, so I think he was going to a particular restaurant close to take a drink or something. So he saw this girl that was just, trekking down, and he said immediately he felt the girl was cute. It was, whatever, men look out for. So he stopped and spoke with the girl. I don't know how villages are. If you are from this side, you ask somebody on the other side, the person can tell, oh, I know that family. So ask the girl, where are you from? The girl was from another neighboring village, but came to visit either her aunt or so. So, okay. So the girl, he was not asking the girl, so the girl said, I'm from this village where I came to. He said, oh, I know people there. From which family? And the girl. So immediately he gave my hubby a call, to tell my hubby that he had met someone he would like to, get to know better before traveling, that the girl is cute and all that, and expressed herself very well and fluently. The girl is a graduate, blah, blah, blah. So the next day they were supposed to go meet the girl together. So this guy invited the girl to his hotel room, which I don't even subscribe to. So the girl went to his hotel to visit him. So they got talking. I don't know what they were talking about, but the last the conversation was what ended the relationship. Okay, so he asked the girl, so what happened? Have you had boyfriends? Blah blah blah. So the girl said, yes, I had one. In fact, that one we the guy got me engaged, even came to see my parents, did the first one carrying. I don't know what she said happened, and they couldn't continue. So from there, she went on how she had abortion for the guy, how that the guy was mean, the guy was rude, the guy would beat her up, rape her, do this, and then come back the next day to say, oh, so sorry, I didn't know what came over me, this blah blah blah. And that at some point she just told herself that she doesn't want to continue because the abuse was coming frequently. So do you know what? I'm sure while she was saying that, I'm not sure she was looking at the guy's countenance, because she would have noticed that that was the end of the whole show. So immediately she stepped out of the hotel, the guy gave my hubby a call to tell him that, you know what, that girl I told you about, it's not going to work. He said, why? He said, someone that's aborted, someone that did this, someone that was, violated her. He was just talking. And, I was angry. Why was I angry? I was angry like, you guys just met. Who asked you? Who asked you? Am I saying that she shouldn't have said that? No. No. But you don't even know if this guy is serious, if he really wants to marry you. It can get to a point where you say, you know what? I once had an abortion. At that point, you can say that. But you guys are just starting. You just got to know each other. And you're already spilling everything. You already, is it for the guy to say what? Is it for the guy to say, oh, God, oh. And let me also tell you, when you give too much information, when you give out too much information to people, you're only telling them that, listen, I am a very tolerant person. You can treat me like a garbage for only God knows. And I wouldn't complain. That's what you're telling them. You're telling them that, because this is human mind. The person was in his mind, you're like, okay, so if this person can slap you, do this, kick you, rape you, do that, and you still continued and stayed for 3 years, 2 years, it means that your tolerance level is gidigba. So I can treat this person like that. That's what you have just done. So please, learn to shut your trap. Another one will be health conditions. Why in the world will you come out and start telling people? I see that on social media. I have cancer. I have bipolar, disorder. I have this. And people will come to the comment and say, it is well. You will soon be okay. God is your strength. Blah, 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 blah. Is that what you were looking for? Is that what you wanted? I'm not saying this is not a situation of people who don't have money and they came and they are soliciting for funds online or offline or whatever in church, or that one is different. But here you have health conditions. Okay, I'm not talking about minor health conditions like when you've been running temperature throughout the night, or you're having headache or something. No, I'm talking about major health issue. Listen, whether offline or online is even worse. These people are not interested. I'm not interested. So you give extra information. You give things that you should keep to yourself, things that another person shouldn't hear about. That is what people come out to tell people. They just say those things and then they wait for you. Any day you make any mistake, any day you sleep, any day you come and say something online, they will come after you. They will drag you and drag you and drag you. Like this Nigerians are past my neighbor Jen. That's how they will drag you until you're tired of being dragged. Why not keep mute? That's why you go to the hospital. Doctors understand that this is a confidential stuff. It's not for everybody. Even when you go and ask, what's this person suffering? They wouldn't tell you because it is not lawful. So why would you come and be the one to expose yourself, talk about yourself, tell people about yourself, do this, do that, and after that, they will come to your comment section or do whatever, and then, but you would have reduced yourself to nothing. The next one is, and that one is very prevalent. I think that's why I left it till now. Or let me leave it as the last. So keep staying there. The next one is being silent about your family issues and drama. Listen, no family is without drama. Let's not come and be deceiving ourselves here. Every family is with drama. Is it that your brother has refused to send money to your parents, or your brother is always claiming that things are difficult, is paying bills, 1 million bills, or this or that, your sister-in-law is the one stopping, or there's always a drama. There's always something we're talking about. There's always drama between daddy and mommy. There's always drama between siblings. There's always drama everywhere. And you know what? That I have given you the right to know the much you can know about me does not also give me the right to come and talk about these people. They have their identities. They have their own lives. They have their own needs. They have their own desire. They are on their own. Don't drag them into this. Some people do some of these things because they're looking for following. They're looking for views. You drag everybody. You talk about everybody. The other of my brother, the other of my sister. You talk about. I think it is highly disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And you know what? They say what goes around comes around. You're not going to be free. The more you talk, the more you expose yourself. So that you are a social media person does not mean that everybody. We know some people, wherever they are, they can talk about. They talk about their mother. They talk about their father. They talk about everybody. Why? Am I saying you shouldn't discuss that? You can discuss that with people you are sure of. But to come to maybe set your camera, and come on social media and be talk. There are people like that. Even on YouTube. You talk about so much, and at the end of the day, it's coming back to haunt you. The very last one is this last one that scares me. Relationships. I am in relationship with A. And I have problem with you. And then you come out and start spilling it because people are saying, oh, we notice that you're no longer in relationship with this person. You start talking, blah, 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 blah. You're not a good person. And it is disrespectful. Listen, one thing I tell people is that no matter how sad the relationship is at the moment, you had good times. Cherish those good times. There is bound to be disagreements in relationship, that we can no longer reconcile it. We can no longer come to that place where we agree to disagree and still move on. And then maybe we disagreed about something, and because of that, you walked away. Shouldn't give me the impetus to come online and be talking about it. You shouldn't. Okay? And you don't have any right to know. Oh, we noticed that you say, well, we have outgrown each other. People will even laugh. Yeah, that's we've outgrown each other. Like how I say, people grow now. As you're growing, people will be taking other parts, and that way, the center can no longer hold. So everybody to his stance. So that was what happened. I don't owe you explanation. I don't owe to start telling you. Let me also put it out there that whatever I say here is not based on. It's not go and research and come round today. I tell you also what I will do. I'm not supposed to be. There are people here that I respect, and I'm sure one of them will come and watch this video. Okay? Things have happened. People have been speculating. Oh, who knows? They said it is that happened. They said it's the other one that happened. If they say it's because this person is with this person, and this person is no longer. That particular YouTuber, she's a big YouTuber. One day I will call her name, but for today I will not call her name. She has never. I've not seen her come online to say, yes, why we quarreled, why we're no longer friends is because the other lady did me this and that. Even the other person has not talked about her. It's not worth the time. The reactors are the ones who have been reacting, and nobody is sure that what they're saying was the reason for whatever happened in that relationship. And let me also tell you that from that particular moment till today, my respect for that particular lady is over 100. That's what it should be. I mean, your problem shouldn't be our problem. The people you're talking to are just looking for what to, binge on. They're looking for what to waste their time on. They're looking for how to ease stress. And then you come and give them story for another day. Doesn't make sense. All right? So this is where we're going to stop this video for today. All right? So if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe, make your comments so that I will come to comment section and we will talk. Of course, I like those comments and I love responding to comments, right? So make your comment. Tell me what you think or other points you think that I didn't mention, right? That are also very, very important. All right, please. So let this 2023 be a different year for every one of us. All right. So I want to say ciao, bye for now.